everyone, it's Susan with Sharksploitation Sunday, and today we're going to talk about one of my favorite Sharksploitation movies, 2011's Shark Night 3D. Alright, admittedly I never did see it in 3D, and let's just eliminate the 3D part right now since we're all going to watch it on streaming, and I mean, it's not going to be in 3D anyway. Honestly, I don't think it would help it much. It's super fun the way it is. This movie features different species of sharks, which is very refreshing, and one species of shark that I have never, ever seen used in any other Sharksploitation movie. And we'll get to that one in just a moment. But first, I would like to remind you to hit that like button and subscribe so we can keep this channel growing and talk about shitty shark movies that everybody should be watching. Directed by David R. Ellis, this movie stars a couple gems, okay? Dustin Milligan, who plays Ted on Schitt's Creek. Yeah, we all love that show. Totally love it. Donnell Logue, don't know if I'm pronouncing his name right, and you might not recognize the name anyway, but you recognize this face. This guy, that guy right there. He's fabulous, everything he's in. Blade, Sons of Anarchy, Vikings, he shows up in everything and makes it better. The movie centers around a motley crew of college students, and they're going to blow off some steam at Sarah Powski's house on Lake Crosby, and Sarah Powski's kind of like a big deal. So off they go to Sarah Powski's house, but before they get in the boat to get there, they run across two complete dickhead rednecks, and there seems to be a backstory there between one of them and Sarah Powski. Things get a little heated. Where could this be going? Well, we'll find out later on when we come across one of the weirdest backstories that I've ever heard in a shark movie. Once those kids strip down to their skivvies and jump in the water, the action begins really quickly. And the star athlete of the group ends up losing an arm to our first species of shark that is revealed, and that's a bull shark, which is not scientifically implausible that they would be in a lake. But this is a saltwater lake, so whatever. We can have all kinds of sharks, I guess, and just roll with it. One of them, Nick, he's studying to become a doctor. He's got a crush on Sarah Powski. He jumps into the lake trying to find this poor guy's arm and runs into a shark. So now they know there's sharks in these waters. Crap. Nick and Sarah take the boat trying to get this poor guy medical attention, and on the way, his girlfriend gets it. I didn't see this species of shark in that one. I don't think they showed it, but the boat doesn't end well. It kind of goes kaplooey. So there they are, stuck on this island. Guy doesn't have an arm. His girlfriend is dead. There's sharks in the water. They don't have any cell service, but guess who shows up? Those two dipshit rednecks from before. They're saved. The local yokels play really nice to the gang and offer to get them a chopper so they can evacuate this poor guy without an arm. And they're like, okay, we'll go get some help. This girl, Beth, is freaking out, so she decides to go with them because she just can't handle it. And a guy goes with her because he's a gentleman and he knows, you don't trust these guys alone with this woman. So he hops aboard as well. Let's take a moment to talk about these local yokels, shall we? So one of them is named Dennis, and he's the one who's got a backstory with Sarah, and he's got a big scar on his face. But Red, the other one, has fashioned his teeth into little pointy fangs. They don't talk about it, and I really would love to know what was going on with that. It's super creepy and fantastic. Meanwhile, back on the island, Malik has gone a little when he found out that his girlfriend was eaten by a shark, and so he takes a spear and his one arm and he's gonna kill that shark, and he does, but it's not the same species of shark. It's another species. We get to see a hammerhead. It's really well done too. So he ends up killing it, dragging it on the beach, and Nick is like, that's not the one that got your girlfriend. Shit. Okay, you guys, we're getting to the really good part. The species of shark that you never, ever, ever, ever got to see in a Sharksploitation movie. Here it comes. Okay, so we're on the boat, and we got the local yokels driving the boat, and then we've got Beth and her friend Gordon, and they're being super creepy to Beth, like shining the flashlight on her tits and stuff. It's gross. But anyway, we find out that they are maniacs. that have been planting sharks in this saltwater lake so that they can film it. They take Gordon and they try to get him to jump in the water because they want him to get eaten. And he doesn't, so they shoot him. He goes into the water. He gets attacked. I think it's still a bull shark at that point. Then they make Beth get into a tank cage thing in the lake that is filled with, here we go, cookie cutter sharks. Oh my God, look at how cute they are. The movie did a great job depicting them. They look like a cookie cutter shark should. And there's this whole like school of them in there. And they tease her by showing what it does to shark heads and how it attacks the flesh and it carves out a big piece of flesh and takes it out, almost like unplugging a cork. Ooh, so you know what is going to happen when they push Beth into this herd of adorable cookie cutter sharks. And it does not end well for her. And of course, these weird fucktards are filming the whole thing. Anyone who makes shark movies who might be watching this out there, please just do a cookie cutter shark movie. Just them. The possibilities are endless. Carnage, the blood, the little holes in people. It's going to be fabulous. Do it. The poor guy missing an arm cannot get a break because another one of the gang tries to get him out on a jet ski and it doesn't end well. And at this point, I think it's a really, really big mako shark, so yet another species to add to the flock. Donnell Loeb's character is Sheriff Sabin, who we think is a really nice guy, but he's just faking nice, just like the yokels, and he ends up drugging Nick, drugging Sarah's dog Sherman, total dick, and also drugging Sarah, and he gives her to the yokels, and then he keeps Nick for himself. Not only does the poor dog Sherman get drugged by Sheriff Sabin, but when they take Sarah and the dog onto the boat, they throw the dog into the shark-infested lake. Dicks! Sheriff Sabin's got Nick tied to a chair. He's a big fan of hair metal, so he's playing some rat, and he is threatening Nick to dunk him in a tank full of what he calls tiger sharks, but they're actually depicted sand tiger sharks. And there's no way that real-life sand tiger sharks are going to attack anyone. They're adorable and they're sweethearts. He does inform Nick that, yes, they are filming all of this, and they're going to plan on selling it to like a cable network or something because Shark Week is super popular, so why wouldn't people want to watch real people die, like Faces of Death? Anyway, Nick distracts him in a pretty hilarious way with Guns N' Roses. And then he gets to escape from Sheriff Sabin's clutches. Sarah is put into an anti-shark cage, which I don't really know what the point of that is. If you actually want the shark to eat her, why put a barrier? Anyway, I digress. She doesn't have her dog anymore, thanks dickheads. And it turns out that she and Dennis used to be a hot item back in the day, and here comes a super weird backstory, which involves her diving with him, running out of air, and she gives him the signal. She tries to share his air. He ghosts her and leaves her for dead. She freaks out. She ends up running over his face with the boat propeller. Now, the fact that you're in a shark cage would indicate that the last species of shark that we get to see in this saltwater lake of fun and terror is a great white. Of course it's a great white. What I will tell you is that Sarah gets a whole bucket of chum right to her face, which is kind of hilarious. The dog plays a prominent role, and the yokels may or may not get their comeuppance. But all you need to know is the sharks do eat some people, and I mean, who could ask for anything more? So really, this movie is entertaining. It's awesome. You get to see the rarely used cookie cutter shark in a horror movie. I mean, it's so good. Please, please, give this movie a chance. Oh, and there's a little bonus. If you watch all the way to the end of the credits, you get a little music video where the actors are rapping about the plot of the movie. I mean, if that's your thing. If you are interested in purchasing my book, Encyclopedia Sharksploitanica, as always, you can do it through the link in the description box below. I'll see you next time, guys. Have a great week. Bye!